What's up, everybody? We are looking at this Wylde Audio Berzerker today. I probably, like, I don't need to, you know, you could see it with you. I mean, how could you not see this guitar? Look at it. Depending on the things that you like and, you know, your taste in guitars, whether your taste in guitars is good or bad. Luckily, you can see it for yourself. It's not one of those things I have to try and vaguely explain to you over camera. You know what I mean? For this demo, I have the Wylde Audio Berzerker plugged into my Randall Satan that is being boosted with the Devil Overdrive by Obsidian Audio. And you might be asking yourself, why aren't you using a more Zakk Wylde centric rig? I don't know. This is just the rig I wanted to play. So that's what I plugged into in this video. That is going into my Mesa oversized cabinet. You guys see this on the channel all the time. It's mic'd up with an SM57 and a Voodoo Ribbon 1 by SE Electronics. There you go. There's all the audio information. I have a lot of mixed feelings about this guitar, but I'm going to save those opinions for later on in this video because we will take this guitar. I'm going to set it up in my normal tuning that I play in C standard. I will take you guys along for that journey and we will discover things about this guitar in that process. You know, I'll measure the neck. I'll tell you anything that I find along the way. If you've been around the channel, then you know how this works. Now you might be asking yourself, why am I checking out this guitar? Well, I came here to play pointy guitars and chew some bubble gum. I'm all out of bubble gum. No, I'm just joking. So many of you, and I mean so many of you, like a lot, have requested me to demo this guitar, so you know, that's why I have it here on the channel. This video is in no way sponsored. I borrowed this guitar from the homies over at Zounds. Oh my god, this is in there. So, guitar from Wylde Audio, you know, the Zakk Wylde brand. Yeah, I think people just know my YouTube channel for extreme guitars, and that's probably why I've been getting this request so much. Pretty basic case. I mean, there's nothing in it. So this guitar, there's like an Allen wrench just loose in the box down there. Like someone just fucking, here, have an Allen wrench. This headstock actually looks much better in person. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. Now, depending on how you feel about extreme shaped guitars, this is either the coolest or the ugliest guitar you have ever seen. Now, despite this looking like a bolt-on neck, it is actually a set-in neck. It's just really weird that they stylized it like this. So it's a natural neck, and it's set in the guitar, and then it's just left natural while the rest of it is high gloss. Pretty cool looking guitar. We have EMGs, we have a foamy on the pickup thing here. Maybe I'm wrong about how uncomfortable this guitar is. Let's take my wallet out. Jesus. Already smacking the body on shit. You know, that is going to be the thing if you buy one of these guitars, is trying not to smack it on shit. Because it is, I mean, look at this wing. It's extreme, dude. Yeah, this is a neck diver for sure. Let's see, actually. Let's see. It's really not that bad. Wow, I am super duper surprised. This thing doesn't really have any neck dive. That's kind of crazy. Now, I am using a massive strap. Take that into consideration, but it's really not bad. If you are interested in one of these guitars or anything else, I will use links down in the description below. Those affiliate links help this channel. I probably don't need to explain that to you. You guys have been around YouTube. You know how YouTube works. Yeah. This guitar is way outside of a lot of different things that I like, though. As a matter of fact, just let me read the specs to you and you'll probably get what I'm talking about. This is the Wylde Audio Berzerker guitar. It has a mahogany body with a 3-piece maple set neck. It comes with an ebony fretboard that has a 14-inch radius. The scale length on this guitar is 24.625 inches, and we have 22 extra jumbo frets. Now, the neck shape on this guitar is listed as Zakk C in quotations shape, and I would say that this is probably one of the chunkiest C's I've ever felt in my life. We will get into that more later on in this video. We have a satin black Tune-O-Matic bridge on this guy. It comes equipped with Grover tuners. We have a 43mm GraphTech Ivory Tusk Q extra large nut. On the pickup side, we have an EMG 81-85 combo. That's an 81 in the bridge, 85 in the neck, and those can be controlled via a 3-way toggle switch with 2 independent volume knobs and a shared tone knob. Okay, so now that we've gone over the specs, you probably get why this guitar is like a little bit off-brand for me in some ways. I do like extreme shape guitars, obviously. I don't know, you can't see them in this camera. Most of the guitars in my guitar rack right now are pointy guitars. I'm trying to say I like pointy guitars. This shape is a little bit on the extreme side for even me, you know, and I don't need to, you know, you can decide on your own how you feel about the shape. Like, you don't need my opinion on that. But yeah, just for me, it's a little out there. It's a little crazy. I guess this is a W. If you looked at it that way, maybe that's what's going on here. I don't know, the design stylistically kind of reminds me of like the heavy metal cartoon from the 80s, which again, depending on you, maybe that's a cool thing. Maybe that's a tacky thing. For me, it kind of falls on the side of tacky, but I digress. These are probably like my least favorite bridges, if I'm being honest, and there's no like particular, I just like Floyd Roses, you know? Some people like Pepsi, some people like Coke, some weirdos like RC Cola for some reason, but you know, I'm a Floyd Rose guy, so especially on an extreme shape guitar like this, it feels really weird to me to have a Tune-o-matic bridge. I know that's not super uncommon, but I'm just relaying my opinions to you. The other thing is this neck feels super, super chunky to me. I mean, maybe not so much down here at the first fret, but it feels like it gets very, very thick up here, the closer you get to, you know, the end of the line. It does sound very good though, and that leads me into the thing that I do vibe with a lot, and that's the 81, 85. Like, I have this pickup combination in a lot of different guitars. It's been my go-to pickup configuration for a long time. So I do like the 81 in the bridge, the 85 in the neck. Allegedly, these guitars are made by Schecter. I don't know if that's true or not. Someone can correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm just telling you. I don't know. I think that's a fun fact. But looking at it and looking at other signature Schecter releases, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Let's go over to a clean channel. If we can even get this amp to a clean channel, let's try. But let's go to a clean-ish channel, and that way you can hear the pickups. Here's the bridge pickup. Middle position. And the neck position. Turn the volume off on one of the pickups if you wanted to, like, you know, Tom Morello it. You know, if you're into that. But I feel like I've gotten to know this guitar well enough now. I'm not coming across anything that I need to address in the setup other than just like the tuning, you know, and getting it set up into a lower tuning, which I think is gonna be fine. Like, everything feels super solid. I don't notice any glaring issues that I'm gonna have to fix or anything, so I think this is gonna be a pretty easy setup. Let's get over to it. Okay, strings off. Let's talk about this guitar a little bit. The build quality on this guitar is very, very nice. I want to give credit where it's due because, I mean, there's like literally no flaws with this guitar in terms of its build quality. Everything looks really good. You know, this set neck, like, it's kind of a Gibson looking thing, I guess. But yeah, to me, it's just a little weird. I think on a guitar like this too, I would probably prefer just a neck through since it's just such a big guitar. But aside from these more stylistic choices, the build quality itself is very good. The inlays look excellent. The fretwork is excellent. There's absolutely zero sharp, like, these frets feel very nice, you know, as you would expect on a guitar in this price range. The nut looks like it's cut very well. It's a little bit dirty, but it looks like it's cut very well. I really like these Grover tuners a lot. They feel really nice and fluid. I really like the satin finished hardware. I think it looks cool. Obviously, like I said, the EMG 8185, the electronics configuration, maybe not my favorite thing ever, but I do like it, and I do like these knobs too. I think the knobs were a good choice. But yeah, I just want to give credit where it's due because despite me kind of like poking fun at this guitar a little bit maybe through the course of this video, it is built really well, and I don't want to take anything away from that. I do want to have like a serious moment here just to let you know that, like, in terms of quality, it's very good. Okay, let's finish. Okay, I'm putting a custom pack of Stringjoy strings on this guitar. This is what I've been using a lot lately, and I just like the fact that I customize my own boxes of strings. Stringjoy isn't sponsoring this video or anything like that, but I do get questions about this a lot. The reason that I use Stringjoy is because I'm just like an OCD freak about my string gauges, and I just want to customize the exact tension for every string in my set because, you know, I'm weird like that. So this is 11, 15, 19, 30, 42, 56 per C standard, FYI. Okay, so apologies here. I feel like I keep doing this over and over and over again, but I keep forgetting to measure the neck. I just get carried away setting up the guitar, and then I'm like, oh yeah, forgot. It's the thing I do. And we are at 20.33. That's actually pretty surprising to me. I thought it would be thicker than that. It feels thicker. And a lot of that probably has to do with the actual shape of the neck versus just how thick it is. Okay. Up here at the 12th fret, we are 23.86, so basically 24 millimeters. So like I was saying, you know, it's a pretty dramatic jump here from 20, God, let me measure this one more time. 20.4, so 20.5 millimeters. A jump from 20.5 millimeters to almost 24 millimeters. It's pretty big. And when you add to that the actual profile or the shape of the neck, I would describe this as, I mean, it's definitely a C shape. It's rounded, but it's pretty thick feeling. Like it feels pretty chunky in the hand. So, you know, it gets very, very chunky up here. So there you go. There's the measurements on the neck. We're back. I have this in the tuning that I play in all the time, so I'm more able to familiarize myself with it. And you know, now that I dropped the action a little bit too, the action was actually set pretty high. Now that I dropped the action a little bit, the neck doesn't feel nearly as thick down here, but it is still just a chonker. You know, the further up you get on the neck, like it definitely gets super thick up here. But with the lowered action down here at the first fret, it's not bad at all. You know, my main issue with this guitar is I'm just not a huge fan of the aesthetic of the guitar. I probably would get along with their Explorer shape a lot more. I probably would dig that guitar quite a bit, but you guys asked for this one, you know, and I want to do what you guys want to see. Like I said, along this whole journey, you know, there's nothing technically wrong. I don't want this to get twisted. Actually, in terms of build quality and craftsmanship, it's a very nice guitar. Maybe a little bit expensive for what you get, you know, like with it being, you know, kind of a plain Jane set. Like the most extravagant thing about the guitar is the actual shape of it. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I feel like it might be on the expensive end. It doesn't come in a case or gig bag or anything like that. And for a guitar that's shaped like this, is like, good luck finding something it's gonna fit in. This just comes down to your perception and things you like, and you know, do you like the shape? Do you not like the shape? You know, just let me know down in the comments. All right, as always, thank you guys so much for being here. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, you know, subscribe or whatever. There's Patreon stuff over here if you want behind the scenes. Let's play a song. Yeah, right? Okay.